I want to talk about a few things, but most importantly, I want to talk about forgiveness. Okay, I want to talk about forgiveness. So if you notice, I have like my notebook here and a pen. So we have a 9-day prayer session at church. Pray. There's a series of preachings. So today is like day 4, and we were asked to write down the things that have hurt us in the past, people who've hurt us. Write it down, and before you enter church, you drop it in a box, you leave it there. Well, I do know the people that I would like to forgive and the things that I would like to let go of, but shockingly, I've been having a hard time writing it down. Is it that I don't want to let these things or these people go because the pain has somehow been helping me cope or survive? Which is very unhealthy, but it's very unhealthy if I come to think of it. But I'm definitely going to write those things and those people down and submit, and I want to be free, Anyways, I'm going to do a story time. Like, I'm going to share a story that could highlight on the fact that sometimes pain kind of gives you a drive. It's not a healthy way of having a drive or getting motivated, but pain kind of helps you. The more the pain, the more you want to push. You want to show this person that you have power, all those type of things. Because some of these situations, there are different types of situations that could happen, or people that could hurt us and we hold on to it. Sometimes it's because someone told you are a failure and you hold on to that pain, so that pain is what's pushing you to study. Or someone tells you, oh, you can never be this, you can't be this, and you go ahead and do what they said you can't do just so that you could prove a point. Anyways, yeah. I'm going to talk about my experience with a Zambian carpenter. Guys, some of the things that I may say in this video, I hope they are. So sometime last year, I had come across this carpenter on social media. They had a reputable page. They had a page, they had customer feedback, and they had pictures of their works. So I liked the work. I wanted him to make a couch for me. It's a type of pattern and everything, and he gave me the price. So we agreed to say, okay, I'll pay half, and then once he completes doing the work, upon collection, I can pay the other half. Cool. That's it. We had agreed that he'd complete the works in about 2 weeks. So, okay, cool. 2 weeks it is. I remember that period I think it was the festive season. I'm not sure. I traveled out of town. So while I was out of town, he called me and says, oh no, your couch is almost ready and everything. I said, no, I'm out of town, but when I'm back, I'll let you know. 2-3 days later, I'm back in town. I call him, and he says, no, there are just a few touches remaining. Unfortunately, due to load shedding, I was unable to finish the work. So for those of you who don't know load shedding is like where you have like power cuts to cut off the load because the system or the power supply is overwhelmed. So the company, which is Zesco here, decides to cut power for a few hours in different areas at different times. So I understood, okay, nobody has control over load shedding. And then load shedding was pretty bad. Fast forward, a week later, I call him and say, I'm ready to pick up my couch. He says, no, okay, no problem. I arranged transport with my cousin. I arranged transport because I drive a small car, so there's no way the couch is going to fit in my small car. So I arranged transport, asked the cousin of mine to take me there. We go that side. This person stops picking up phone calls. Firstly, what he did was, before he stopped picking up phone calls, was he said, okay, just wait there. Someone is coming to get you. I know. I didn't know where his workshop was. I just spoke to this person from social media. I had never even seen this person before. But Luckily, when he sent that person, the time we went to collect it, I got to know where his workshop was. We reached there. He said, no, the person who has the keys to the workshop is not around. Just wait a few minutes. So this person kept on playing games, and he wasn't there. It's just his workers that were there. Kept on playing games. An hour later, it starts getting late, and we decided to leave. So I called, I shouted at him. He said, no more, sorry, madam, what. And I thought, okay, as he's apologized. He's taken responsibility. He even went as far as saying he'll have the chair delivered. And mind you, I live like the other side of town, which is way far. Which is other side of town from where his workshop was. So I said, okay, since he's agreed to deliver it, who am I to refuse? That's the beginning of my problems. You people, this person literally used to, I think I'm going to, while editing this video, I think I should put some of the texts of me going back and forth with him. He would sometimes cut my calls. At some point, he even blocked me, and he would even start saying, hey, you don't respect me, hey, blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, I just want my couch. Or if you don't have my couch, just give me the money. The worst, I should have known from the beginning when I would ask for like pictures of proof or pictures of the couch of how far they've gone, he would give excuses, say, no, you don't trust my works, I just want to surprise you, I'll show you. This person used to refuse sending pictures. I tried back and forth. We started going back and forth. He would say a lot of silly things. At some point, I reached a stage where I'm like, I think this person has duped me. And each time I would remember, I would get so angry. I would would remember, I would get so angry because I felt like this person is playing with my money. He doesn't know customer service. We were going back and forth to a point where it was so unhealthy. For somebody who's just supposed to provide you a service with your own money, it became too toxic. So, weeks started passing. Mind you, this whole incident happened like in January. I only got my couch in March. It starts going back and forth. We kept going back and forth. So I call him and he starts saying, at first he says, I called him. He says, no, the chair is ready. You can pick it up. You should just call me when starting off. So I called him and I'm starting off. No, don't come now. You'll just bring confusion. Just stay where you are. I'll let you know when you can come. And I was confused. I sat for a bit. I'm like, what's this guy talking about? You know? I remember that time, I even gave my friend the phone to speak to him. He says, but what do you mean? What are you trying to say? It would cause confusion. So, after that, I just said, nah, I'm done playing games. And that's how I called a friend of mine, a guy, to say, let's go together. Because this person is playing games with me. Let's go together. That's how we drove there. We reached the shop and I was so pissed. I started telling him, I didn't find him in the shop. I found his workers. So he had stopped picking up my calls and they claimed that his phone had died. Like he broke his phone while doing the work in the workshop. When I got there that day, I started shouting. I don't even remember what I was saying. So my friend, very calm guy, says, no, where is he? He was asking questions, trying to find out what's going on exactly. And they kept giving him stupid answers. So luckily, my friend says, I'm only pick something that we can pick, that we can carry in your car. And then we go. When this person is ready to do an exchange, he'll call you. I looked around and then he says, there's the genset. Does that genset work? Yes, it does. We picked the genset. They tried to say, no. I said, no. If he's not, call him. If he wants to, call him. I also call him here. Because I had asked them to show me the couch. There was no evidence of any couch. I got the genset. My friend and I got the genset, put it in my smoker. Huge energy rush. Like I had a rush. I drove off. That's how I drove off. And I came home with my genset. Oh, not my genset. I came home with the genset. After I got home, I thought he would reach out there and then, but he didn't. I started feeling guilty and I started researching on if at all I was in the right to do what I did. I'm not going to admit or deny if I was, but at last my blood stopped boiling. I stopped getting upset. Each time I think about my money and the couch, I'll just remember to say, at least I have his gen set. I even put his gen set in the house. 1 week, that's how following day he sent a lot of threatening messages and said he was going to take me to court. And I said, do what you gotta do, bro. Do what you gotta do. At this point, I was calm, relaxed. That was mid-February. 2 weeks later, March, that's when he started saying, no, the couch is ready. Please bring the gen set. I want to bring the gen set. We can do the exchange. First time I go back there with the gen set. Then he says, no, just we need to do the pillowcases. Just wait a bit. And I said, don't waste my time, my friend. I went back, and the only reason I went there was because I was in the area. Otherwise, I had planned to say, as long as he doesn't send me evidence of the couch, I am not going there. Finally, few days later, that's after that incident of me saying, if my couch is not ready, I'm going back. That was on a Thursday. 2 days later on a Saturday, he says, no, please, I need to use the gen set, blah, 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 bring it. And I said, okay, no problem. This time around, I'm coming with a big car to collect my couch. If you don't give me my couch, I'm going to sell this gen set and you will never hear from me again. Take me wherever you want to take me. And that's how Saturday came. When we got there, I met this guy for the first time. He didn't even have the guts to look at me in the eyes. He couldn't even speak to me the way he used to speak to me over the phone. I was so shocked. It's funny how people can be stirrings over the phone. Anyways, that's how we did the swap. I even gave him his balance, and then he refuses to give me one part of the couch, saying, first wait, let's see if the gen set is working. I told him that gen set, I didn't use that gen set. You're just wasting my time. Can you pack my couch? And I need to go. Anyways, so that was my experience with this certain carpenter. I'm going to put some of the texts that we had between me and him. I've deleted his number. I've blocked him everywhere because these are the type of people where before you know it, you ask them to do something else. Again, you start going back and forth as if you're mad. So I blocked him everywhere, but I'll put up some screenshots of the conversations between me and him. Anyways, I hope this video is not so long. Since then, I've decided if I want furniture, I'll just go in a shop, pay cash. If I'm unable to manage to buy that couch, I'll just save my kwachas until they're enough for me to. I don't think I'm ever going to go to a carpenter anytime soon, unless if it's something that's already made and I pay for it. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Please keep coming back, and yeah, eventually I'll heal. Like I said, just like I'm supposed to write those things, and just like I'm supposed to write those names and those incidents, perhaps I should include him too, so that I could heal and finally get to engage other carpenters. Thank you for watching. Till next time.